So for promo of the year, the nominees are MJF, CM Punk, Christian, and Roman Reigns. And guys, this was a close one. But the winner of the promo of the year, Christian Cage, was 43.8% of the votes. Nice transition, Matt. I voted for my main man, Christian. And here's the reason why I voted for Christian. When Christian talks, I stop what I'm doing and I listen. He's very engaging. And the one thing I love about Christian Cage's promo is because he's a heel and he's being a heel on the microphone. You know, Christian Cage he's entertaining. Right? Some of the things he says, they are funny. But they're funny and you know you shouldn't be laughing. It's kind of like that bad little boy, right? That does something or says something. Like, right, and it's rude, it's nasty, but you kind of chuckle a little bit, but you know, hey, you shouldn't do that. Don't say that, right? That's Christian Cage, right? He's humorous, he's entertaining, but he shouldn't be talking the way he's talking. He shouldn't be doing the things that he's doing. And for me, that makes a great heel. And the fact that he's taking care of business by playing his role while doing it in such an entertaining and engaging way, it made me vote him hands down. Second would have been MJF, right? Because MJF is always, he's the new CM Punk in a lot of ways too. He can lay a pipe bomb at any moment in time. I'm actually kind of surprised, and even though I did vote him on the list, was Roman Reigns at 34%. I didn't think he would be that high and beat out MJF and CM Punk so mightily. What do you think, Rhodesia?
I was going to say you hit the nail on the head as far as how I feel. I, too, voted for Christian for all the points that you said, Eshaun, and just going back looking, hell, since this year, last year and a half, Christian has always hit. He didn't have misses. So every time he got on the mic, you're like, oh, this dude is out of line. Oh, this dude is hilarious. You laugh every single time. I don't remember misses from him. There was misses on MJF. You know, hate me for saying that. There was sometimes you're like, okay, where is this going? Punk, well, we already know that I already had an issue with Punk whole situation right before he left AEW. And with Roman Reigns, completely surprised that that's many people voted for him to be promo of the year. One, he hasn't been there. So I don't even know how many promos he's had to even be in the category. But overall, Christian hands down because he doesn't miss. When he picks that mic up, and that's so rare for somebody to be. It's almost like John Cena and Rocky, like reminiscent for me. Like you just give them a mic, no matter how long it's been, no matter what. Hey, you got to go out there and sell something to somebody, and you're like, okay, yep, I'm buying it. And that's a very rare gift to have, and that's why I picked Christian as my promo of the year best talker.
Yeah, he's never been this good.
That's good stuff. I did not pick Christian on this one. I did not. I actually took Roman Reigns on this one.
So tell me, why you pick Roman?
And this is the time where out of all the votes, this is the only vote where I put on my analytic business cap. Roman Reigns is the only person on this list that has talked people in the building. CM Punk would have, but CM Punk, outside of his first promo when he got back, the first ever Collision in July, and then the promo he cut a couple weeks ago on SmackDown, that's really it for Punk. To your point, Rhodesia, MJF has had a few misses on the mic during this FaceTime. I was the one that was asking for MJF to turn face. I'm glad he did it. I'm ready for it to be over now, or I'm ready for the next chapter in MJF's story, which hopefully comes here Saturday at World's End, and then we see it next week. But he's had a couple misses, but when he hits, he hits. Christian is awesome. We know that the entire thing of fathers being dead, when you hear that now, you think of Christian. Like he has cemented that in our brains going forward. But that's the reason why I picked Roman. I go back to thinking about the work he's done even mid-match. We can't forget his incredible performance in the Rumble at the end with Sammy and the you do it. No, you're going to do it with the chair. We can't forget about the lead up to him and Sammy at the Chamber. We can't forget about how he smoked Cody on their first interaction in the ring, leading up to Mania. We can't forget about some of those duels he had with LA Knight. Like we can't forget that. Now, yeah, I know he hasn't been there, but I'm just looking at if I had to pick somebody here, I'm going to say I'm gonna give him a microphone, and I need people to buy a ticket after he's done or she's done. If we had a female on here, Punk would be number one, but he was gone the majority of the year. Roman would be number two for me. So now that Punk has been gone the majority of the year, Roman goes one. Christian would have been two. MJF would have been three. And MJF's issue was strictly a volume perspective. Out of those four, he probably cut more promos than all of them combined, probably in 2023. So it's a volume piece for me on that. But that's why I think a lot of people went with Roman, because that's close. 44% to 34% is pretty close. I could have sworn MJF would have gotten more.
Yep, I thought so
and then
too.
I think people thought the same about Punk. Like, he just got back.
I thought the same thing. But that's why I actually wanted to put Roman on the list. I nominated him for that very reason. He doesn't cut many promos, but the ones he does, I mean, they're all home runs.
Mm-hmm.
They do the job. They're engaging. And you wouldn't think that Roman would be a witty promo guy, right? Because he doesn't seem like he's trying. Like, and that's the one thing. It's a slight maybe knock against MJF. I think that sometimes he tries a little too hard for the zingers, for the one-liners, right? Like Roman does it too, and it comes off so much more natural,
authentic,
like, right?
It feels like he's just talking. And MJF's misses have been when he's tried to get over certain sayings with the crowd where he is completely just feeding way too much into the crowd. Those have been his misses where you're like, all right, man, like everything you say doesn't have to be a catchphrase. Like,
right.
We can get to the meat and potatoes.
He's had those with some of his heel promos too. It just seems that MJF just tries too much to nail those zingers. Whereas when Roman hits them, they kind of come out of nowhere and you don't really expect it to hit. But for me, with Christian, you can put him, they've been putting him on the show almost every week just to cut a promo. And he's delivered every single week. Like, I wonder, could Roman for a year put in that type of work that Christian puts in week in, week out from a microphone perspective?
Not even close.
Not under this character. He can't. Nope.
Yeah, I'm not shying away from Christian. That's wholeheartedly who I want there. But you just made me think about the Roman line. I'm gonna teach you what your daddy didn't get to teach you.
There it is. There it is, and he did it.
The theme is daddies. The theme is daddies. I just found out. Think about it. Christian want to be everybody daddy.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns hit him with the "I'm gonna teach you what your daddy didn't teach you." Daddy is the thread here.
He cut a promo. He cut a promo that little boy at the ringside. You saw that, right, man?
Did you see that one?
Where's your daddy?
Yeah, another daddy one, right? Man, he's sunning a lot of dudes, y'all.
One person we didn't put on here that probably should have been, but if you wanted to keep it to wrestlers, was Paul Heyman. He should be on that list every single year. But if it's not in-ring talent, I get that.
Yeah.
But of course, we know the work he's done. The work he did with Cody. Remember that promo with him and Cody in the ring? Man, oh man. Oof.
I almost cried.
Goosebumps.
For Paul.
Yep. Yeah, that was good stuff.